want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Does it see? Get closer. Can't. The mask is here to watch you. Focus. Focus. Focus on the mask. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happened? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it. You can feel it. You need the runes to fight, Delia. You need Delia.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
waiting for you. Always he's behind us. He loves you. Dillian. Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
He disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one.
He's in the other one.
He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world. Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Baldur's death. They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Remember Dillian?
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice? You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up
Not
there.
in this world.
No, not in this world. You can't. saw that she was strong. He was the only one that didn't mind the curse. He loved her so much.
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves.
You have no chance for love. Ever again. You are guilty.
Was it worth it?
Believed in you.
Do you remember what love feels like? Do you remember how he made you feel?
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you.
Senua, you've got it.
Why is isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Do you remember him whispering in your ear? Your curse has claimed Dillion.
He didn't know. He was kind. Everything gets broken in the end.
You killed him with your love because he believed in you.
There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
me?
up there. He's up there. How do you get up there? There's a way. There is a way up there. Find the way. She can do it. You're nearly there. She can find the way.
Look what happens to the things you love.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things in Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, "I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon." Loki replies, "Here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands." And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Do you know? Was it worth it?
You're still alive and Dillion's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead.
How does that make you feel?
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior.
Didn't you listen to him?
His love has friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her past, and Dillion, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul. Why didn't she? She could have. You had that loved you.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it.
The curse cannot be undone.
Wasting your time.
You have no time for this. Speed up.
These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
They've set you trials to distract you.
They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you for
What
it.
if these trials mean nothing?
Laughing at you. Didn't she use
No closer to Dillion. She thought she could defy them.
Dillion and
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
Dillian's the only reason she's still alive.
He cared in a way that nobody else did. You broke it. You killed him.
I couldn't see the darkness within you. She thought she had light within her.
She is pure darkness. Do you think she remembers him?
What if this is pointless?
What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work?
You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere.
Everywhere.
What if they're not real?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has. The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Do you remember the way he looked?
mean nothing.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just... What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
It wouldn't be...
Be the first time.
Dillian!
Yes.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld
That's it.
and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, had to see the world through his eyes. And slowly, the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Yes.
Go to him. Go to him.
That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
Where's he gone?
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea.
He's gone. You've lost him. He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So if someone is afraid of the dark, should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you and only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
What if this is pointless?
What if you're wrong? What if this has nothing to do with the sword? What if we're wrong? The sword will never be yours. What if this is the end? It's just a trick. It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled before. You could be fooled again. You're being tested. You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40, and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on babes as they came out of the womb.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
It's creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? This is wrong. This has to be wrong. This is... There it is. The light. Go towards it. Even if I find you here and follow him. It's a test.
Like the warrior trial.
The warrior will help me. Just one little test to do. by stretching. Closest to see.
There's the stench of rot. She must taste it. Do you smell it? No. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she looked at the river with Dillian and the others. The water. She could taste the rot. No one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it. How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian. Now you have to find him.
Quick, get to the house. Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Up the tower. The tower, that's it.
You did it. She did it.
It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle. You found a way.
To climb the tower.
A ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can see it. Aligned to the truth. The bridge.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial, get to the
Well
house.
done. You succeeded.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
The runes.
Focus.
There was a Northman called Grettir. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
What's that sound? Dillian! They're coming for me!
You're dying. It's too much.
Someone's calling you. Someone's calling you. Why are you? Dillian.
What's that voice?
You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Go to him. He's trying to save you. There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Someone move it. Let it see.
It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus. Run! Run! Run now! What shall I do? Where's your sword?
Defend yourself. Is that
You can't. It's Dillian. Find the creature.
Where's Dillian?
Where are we?
It's not Dillian.
It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it?
I'm not safe. The light.
Go towards it. Find it. Focus. Focus. Look.
Where are they?
Where's Dillian? You'll start to There it is. Move away. Where's Dillian?
Where is he?
This is taking too long.
Can you hear him? You're
Two
lost.
more rooms.
You have to find them, Senua.
Where are you? You're lost.
Where are they?
This all looks the same. To find one more.
One doesn't.
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
Let him look at you. Where is he?
Where are you? You've got them.
You have them.
Where's the door?
You have to find a way out.
Find the gate.
Get out.
Run, run,
Don't let him look at you.
Don't let it see you, it's coming. Move away. You're lost again. I can't find you.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you, this darkness has made me a monster.
Killing you would be too easy.
They're taking your memories to torture you.
They're taking you from the inside.
You're disappearing one memory at a time. Every time you remember, it disappears.
They're going to take everything.
They're not yours anymore.
They're going to take everything you have.
The memories of ghosts.
They belong to the gods, not to you.
They're eating you from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
They want to crush it.
They think they want your body, they want your soul.
They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
The light by the tree.
Can you see him?
You want to believe it,
Is
but
he
it's
there?
not real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillian?
Nothing lives here.
You won't survive.
You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.